And this is Ken Kraetzer. We're at West Point Summer Training, and we have a chance to talk to Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Wright as the Howitzer training is going on as we speak, just behind us, and an integral part of the Army. Colonel Wright, tell us a little bit about, good to see you, tell us a little bit about the training for the cadets to learn how to use the Howitzers.
So the cadets get to come out here and they really get an awesome opportunity. So they get to learn how to call in a call for fire, uh, send that mission down from the observation post they're at down here to the gun line, which is where we're currently at. That fire mission can get processed in the Fire Direction Center, and then that Fire Direction Center can process that information and turn that into data that the guns can use to shoot that mission to destroy that enemy target out there in the impact area. So the cadets are coming out here, they're learning how to formulate and call in via radio a call for fire. They also get to learn how to do call for fire here in our call for fire trainer. It's a simulation. They get hands-on experience with the 105 cannons that they're operating. They get to load the round, they get to shoot that round. They also learn a little bit about the Fire Direction Center, what it does in terms of calculating all that data. And I think the biggest benefit is from a branch education standpoint is they get to learn about the Field Artillery branch. It's a very versatile branch in terms of fire support officers, cannon crew members that are on the guns. You know, Field Artillery, our job is to support infantry and armor soldiers out there in the front lines. And so that's our whole purpose for existence. And so there's a lot of versatility in the branch, and that's one of the biggest things that they're getting out of this.
What are the keys today? Obviously, accuracy, identifying how to hit a target, and then also safely operate the howitzer. What are some of the keys that cadets have to learn to safely and accurately use this weapon system?
You know, I think some of the keys are, at least from a call for fire perspective, is understanding where they're located at and where the target is located at. So sending correct and accurate data to the Fire Direction Center, that they're sending a good, complete grid to the Fire Direction Center so that they can take that information and turn that into a usable fire mission for the gun line. So understanding where I'm at as an observer, where my target is located, to the best accuracy I can, depending on what type of equipment I have on the map, and sending that information accurately and easily understandable to the Fire Direction Center. And then here on the gun line, you know, they're taught about proper crew drills. And so following those proper crew drills, you know, we have them developed. It's a step-by-step process, not taking shortcuts. And secondary independent checks is really big for artillery. So everything is verified by somebody else. So there's always a secondary independent check.
My dad was a World War II Army Field Artillery officer, commissioned 1942 in Fort Sill, as did his brother. And they're very proud of that unit. And he later did work as an observer. Used to fly planes around in Korea. How has howitzers changed since the World War II era? I know modernization is a big priority of the Army on these long-range precision fires, they call them.
Well, I've been Paladin my entire career, so what that is, it's a self-propelled howitzer. It's in Armored Brigade combat teams. You know, one, it's a better protection from your family member. You know, our ability to keep up with the maneuver units. Obviously, we can carry a lot more rounds, and the ammunition has developed. But for the Army as a whole, really our first priority in terms of modernization is long-range precision fires, because we recognize that near-peer threats out there, you know, they haven't been asleep. They've been developing their capabilities as well. So our ability to match and surpass our near-peer adversaries, not only in range, but in rate of fire, is key for us to stay competitive and to fight and win future battles, and to support those infantry and armament out there on the battlefield.
Absolutely. And Colonel Wright, tell us a little bit about your career of service in the U.S. Army, some of the stops and responsibilities along the way.
I mean, I've been a platoon leader of a Paladin battalion, or a Paladin platoon. I've been a fire support officer at the company, the battalion, and the brigade level. I was a battery commander for a Paladin battery. I recently came from Fort Hood, Texas. I was a battalion S3 operations officer, so I was responsible for the training of an entire battalion of Paladins. And I've been here 2 years, so I teach military science to the cadets. I teach strategy and policy as part of our defense and strategic studies. And I'm going to go take command next summer of a battalion that's primary responsibility is going to be to partner and train with Army, National Guard, and Reserve units so that if called upon, they can go out, fight, and win future fights against potential peer and near-peer threats.
What's the best part of being a field artillery officer in the U.S. Army for you?
I think the best part for me, at least, one, it's getting to see soldiers accomplish a difficult mission under stress. Two, I think the best part about being a field artillery officer specifically is the versatility of it. There's a lot of weapon platforms, whether you want to go in a mechanized unit, you want to go into a light unit, you want to go in an airborne unit, maybe you want to go be a fire supporter with the Ranger Regiment or Special Forces. I think, and you get to work hand in hand with a lot of your maneuver brethren and sisters in the infantry and the armor and the aviation. So I think really the plus for field artillery is the versatility that it can provide interested cadets who want to branch that.
Very good. Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Wright, thank you for your service to our country from everybody at the American Legion, and thank you for taking us out here to watch training at West Point.
No problem. Thank you.
Our pleasure. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the United States Military Academy.